amigos y amigas de Foro Acce Internacional. Seguimos con esta maravillosa programación de este congreso que está hecho con alma y corazón para este momento, un regalo de ponentes y organización para que podáis encontrar herramientas e inspiración para vivir este momento y todo lo que nos queda, que es un verdadero misterio. Bueno, os voy a presentar al doctor Harikrishnan Maniparambil. Perdonadme, pero no hablo hindú, sánscrito, nada de esto, y me cuesta un poquito los nombres. El doctor Harikrishnan es médico ayurvédico, especializado en enfermedades relacionadas con problemas osteomusculares, experto en el tratamiento tradicional Ayurveda, experimentando la evaluación de Prakruthy, Vata, Pitta, kapha, lectura del pulso. Es más o menos el sistema que tienen la medicina tradicional ayurvédica de diagnóstico. Lectura del pulso también, filosofía, experto para hacer talleres y clases sobre el estilo de vida y dieta según las bases ayurvédicas. Pues bueno, con nosotros voy a necesitar al doctor, el doctor Harikrishnan Maniparambil, desde India. Hasta pronto, amigos y amigas.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Harikrishnan. I am an Ayurvedic doctor who works with the Shanti Salute in Malaga. Today I am going to talk about basics of Ayurveda. Ayurveda is considered by many scholars to be the oldest healing science. In Sanskrit, Ayurveda means the science of life. Ayurvedic knowledge originated in India more than 5,000 years ago and is often called the mother of all healing. It stems from the ancient Vedic culture and was taught for many thousands of years in an oral tradition from accomplished masters to their disciples. Let's see the branches of Ayurveda. There are 8 different components in the Ayurvedic medicines that encompass the body's holistic health. These branches further explain various bodily functions and how to prevent and cure diseases in these areas. First one is Kaya Chikitsa, the internal medicine. This branch is considered with the overall treatment of an entire body. It is also focused on body's digestive system and metabolism. Procedures can be executed internally and externally in Kaya Chikitsa, and many include orally taking medicines are prescribed by the Ayurvedic practitioner and applying oils, lotion and creams. This all will include in Kaya Chikitsa. The second is Bala Chikitsa, the treatment for children. This branch is also called Kaumara Bhritya. It focuses on disease and sickness that manifest in children. It is also considered with the pre and postnatal care also. Ayurvedic practitioners keep in mind that children cannot fully explain the problems they are feeling, that each treatment will be different for each child, and that the medicine prescribed should be pleasant to the taste. The next is Graha Chikitsa, the psychiatry, also known as Bhuta Vidya. This branch deals with problem and disease of the mind. Some of the treatments used under Graha Chikitsa includes herbs, recommended diet, yoga, deep breathing and mantra chikitsa. Mantra chikitsa which involves chanting mantras. The next is Urdhvanga Chikitsa, also known as Shalakya Tantra. This branch is primarily concerned with the health and issue in the upper part of the body, particularly the eyes, ear, nose and throat. The next branch is Shalya Roga Chikitsa, the surgery. This branch is mainly concerned with the surgical procedures. It describes the use of surgical devices such as scalpel and scissors. The next is Dramshta Chikitsa, toxicology. This branch deals with the study and remedy of toxins and poisons inside the body, food and environment. And next is Jara Chikitsa. This branch is considered with the care of elderly. It focused on the treatment of sickness and diseases brought about by old age. And therapy is focused on rejuvenation, longevity, memory and strength. The next is Vajikarna Chikitsa, the reproductive health. This involves sexual health and treatment of reproductive problems such as infertility and the insufficiency of essential fluid. There are 8 different components in the Ayurvedic medicines that encompass the body's holistic health. These branches further explains various bodily functions and how to prevent and cure diseases in these areas. Let's discuss about Ayurvedic books, the Ayurvedic text. Next we can focus on that. Ayurveda established its own identity as a distinct science after the Vedic period. The Ayurvedic texts are composed of two halves, the great three classic of Ayurveda and the lesser three classic of Ayurveda. The basics of Ayurveda start from this great three classic of Ayurveda and the lesser three classic of Ayurveda. The great three classic of Ayurveda consist of Charaka Samhita, Susruta Samhita and Ashtanga Hridaya Sangraha. The Charaka Samhita is believed to have thriven between the 2nd century BCE and the 2nd century CE. The original text of this book were thought to be written by Agnivesha. He was one of the disciples of Punarvasu, the Punarvasu Atreya, an Ayurvedic scholar. Agnivesha and his co-disciple created this Samhita, drawing from the knowledge they received from Atreya and adding their comprehension to the subject. Agnivesha Samhita was of particular interest because of the unique and detailed content. Charaka later annotated Agnivesha work and focused more on the diagnosis of disease and channeled Ayurveda as a means of preventing and cure illness. Charaka also detailed the medicine value and qualities of our 10,000 herbal plants. The next will come to Susruta Samhita. Susruta Samhita explained the concept and practice of surgery in Ayurveda. Modern scholars and researchers suggest that the Susruta Samhita was created approximately in the middle of the 1st millennium BC. It is believed to be authored by Susruta, one of the students of Divodasa. Susruta Samhita is composed of 184 chapters and present 1120 health conditions, 300 type of operations that require 42 different surgical procedures, and 121 various kinds of instruments and 650 kind of medicines derived from animals, plants and minerals. The next we come to the Ashtanga Hridaya Sangraha. It was formed by Vagpada some years after the Charaka Samhita and Susruta Samhita were written. It mainly focused on Kaya Chikitsa, the branch of Ayurveda that specialized in the internal medicine. It was in the body of knowledge that the doshas and their subparts were presented in detail. The lesser three classics. We come to the lesser three classics of Ayurveda consist of Sharangadhara Samhita, Bhava Prakasha and Madhava Nidhana. Sharangadhara Samhita was written by Sharangadhara and is valued for how it specified and explained the pharmacological formulation utilized in the Panchakarma. It is also in the book that the diagnosis of a person's health status is made through their pulse. And Bhava Prakasha. The next is Bhava Prakasha. Bhava Prakasha was created around the 16th century, which is one of the later Ayurvedic texts. It also deals with the Kaya Chikitsa and explains the quality of various food, plant and animals in respect of their medicinal and health benefit. The next we come to Madhava Nidhana. Madhava Nidhana emerged around 700 CE and is valued for discussing disease that involves women and children, toxicology and condition of throat, nose and ear. Now let's see the Ayurveda, how the basics of Ayurveda goes. The Ayurveda is a Sanskrit word that means the science of life and longevity. According to this science, every individual is both a creation of cosmic energies and a unique phenomenon, a unique personality. Ayurveda teaches that we all have a constitution, which is our individual psychobiological makeup. From the moment of conception, this individual constitution is created by the universal energies of space, air, fire, water and earth. That's nothing but the Pancha Mahabhuta. These 5 elements combine into the 3 fundamental energies or doshas. Either air constitute the Vata, which is the energy of movement, fire and water constitute Pitta, the principle of digestion or metabolism, the transformation of matter into energy, and water and earth make up the kapha, the energy of structure and lubrication. At the time of conception, each person's combination and proportion of Vata, Pitta and Kapha is determined according to the genetics, diet, lifestyle and current emotions of their parents. The unique and specific combination of the Tridosha at conception is called Prakruthy, which means nature. Ayurveda, a holistic medical science, has given emphasis on maintaining health of healthy individuals and treating illness of diseased one. World is being attracted towards potential of therapeutics of Ayurveda as it describes way not only to manage various diseases but also to prevent disease, including lifestyle disorders. Ayurveda provides better solution in the forms of proper dietary management, lifestyle advice, detoxification and biopurification procedures such as panchakarma and medications and rejuvenation therapies. Treating the patient as a whole, meaning intervention targeted towards complete physical, psychological and spiritual well-being is the holistic approach of Ayurvedic which makes this science a wonderful option in lifestyle disorders. The term lifestyle incorporates ahara, the food habit, and vihara, do's and don'ts in lifestyle. Lifestyle related disorders occurs only because individuals are not using or adopting way of life according to self constitution of body. It is interesting to note that the Ayurvedic classics have emphasized the role of faulty lifestyle and inappropriate dietary habit in the causation and pathogenesis of diseases. It is noticed that most of the lifestyle related disorders and dietary habits as opposite to individual's Prakruthy, the individual special body constitution, described in Ayurveda in terms of dinacharya, the daily regimen, and ritucharya, the seasonal regimen, and wholesome and unwholesome diet. Therefore, it clearly indicates that if a person wants to be healthy, he must design his lifestyle according to his Prakruthy. The incidence of lifestyle disease, spiritual well-being is the holistic approach of Ayurveda which makes the science is a wonderful option in lifestyle disorders. Let's see the Tridosha concept. Ether, air, fire, water and earth. The five basic elements, the Pancha Mahabhuta. It's manifest in the human body as Tridosha. Three basic principle or Tridosha. They are Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Let's see what is Vata. Vata is intimately related to our vital life essence, known as Prana. Prana is the pure essence of Vata. It is the life force, the play of intelligence. As the principle of mobility, Vata regulates all activity in the body, both mental and physiological. It is responsible for the breathing, the blinking of our eyes, heartbeat, and all movements in the cytoplasm and but also in cell membrane also. All the impulses in the vast network of our nervous system are governed by Vata. When Vata is in good balance, it promotes creativity and flexibility, evokes feeling of freshness, lightness, happiness, and joy. When Vata is out of balance, Vata produces fear, nervousness, anxiety, even tremors. Vata is dry, light, cold, subtle, clear, mobile, and dispersing. Coming to the next point is what are the causes of Vata imbalance? Stress leading to anxiety, physical exertion, excessive mental strain, alcohol or cigarette addiction, addiction to other drugs, cold, wind, dry weather, sudden changes in lifestyle, sudden changes in season, continuous intake of Vata aggravating food, habitually skipping meals or ignoring hunger, staying up late, too much of talking, long journeys, grief, fear or shock. These all things will lead for out of Vata imbalance. And we'll see what are the signs and symptoms of Vata imbalance. How body will react when Vata got imbalance. Muscle spasm, dry or rough skin, tremors, dehydration, excitability, depression, and stringent taste in mouth, cracking of joints, dislocation of joints, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, reddish brown hair, grief, muscles and joint pain, menstrual cramps, intolerance to cold or wind, excessive thirst, more thoughts and less sleep. And then how to balance Vata imbalance. How we can balance the Vata. Keep warm and calm. Avoid raw foods and avoid cold foods. Avoid extremely cold temperature. Eat warm and spicy foods. Keep a regulate routine. Next we come to Pitta dosha, the Pitta. Pitta governs all the biochemical changes that take place within our body, regulating digestion, absorption, assimilation, and body temperature. From the standpoint of modern biology, Pitta comprises the enzymes and amino acids that play a major role in metabolism. Pitta regulates body temperature through the chemical transformation of food. When Pitta is in a good balance, it promotes intelligence and understanding also, and is crucial in learning. Pitta is hot, sharp, light, liquid, pungent, sour, and spreading. Now see what are the cause of Pitta imbalance. Stress leading to anger and frustration, placing excessive demands on oneself and others, impure food and impure water, high pressure lifestyle, continuous intake of Pitta aggravating foods, fatty from heat, sunburn, hot and humid weather, poor balance between rest and activity, anger, worries and fasting, pungent, sour and salty taste. These all reasons will increase Pitta. Next we come to what are the signs and symptoms of Pitta imbalance, how body react. Heat in the body, boils, rashes, ulcers, itching, excessive yellow colors in feces, urine, skin, exhaustion, hemorrhoids, acidity in stomach, burning sensation in the body, redness of the skin, different kind of body ache, bleeding, pus formation, burning sensation and redness in eyes. Now let's see how to balance Pitta. Avoid excessive heat, avoid oily food, avoid hot, avoid spicy, avoid sour foods, and limit salt intake, and eat cooling and non-spicy food, drink cool drinks, exercise during the coolest part of the day, eat in time, and sweet, bitter and astringent taste is good for balance the Pitta. Next dosha is kapha. What is kapha? Kapha combines water and earth. It is the energy that forms the body structure, the glue that holds the cells together. Kapha also supplies the liquid needed for the life of our cells and bodily system. It lubricates our joints, moisturizes the skin, helps to heal wounds and maintain immunity. Kapha provides strength, vigor and stability. Psychologically, excess kapha is responsible for the emotions of attachment, greed, lust and envy. When kapha is in good balance, itself depends towards love, calmness and forgiveness. The qualities of kapha include heavy, slow, cool, oily, damp, smooth, soft, static, viscous and sweet. Then come to causes of kapha imbalance. How kapha got imbalance? Stress leading to isolation, insecurity, weight gain, depression, cold damp weather, continuous intake of kapha aggravating food, overemphasis on processing and storing food, oversleeping for multiple days in a row, lazy lifestyle, sweet, sour and salt taste. These all will increase kapha. Let's see signs and symptoms of kapha imbalance. How body will react. Hardness of tissue and heaviness in limbs, itching, numbness, flabbiness, high cholesterol, indigestion and over attachment, depression, dullness or mental inertia, cysts and growths in body, congestion, loose joints, weight gain, frequent cold, excessive sleep, intolerance to cold and damp weather, sweet or salt taste in mouth. These all signs and symptoms will show when kapha got imbalance. Now let's see how to balance kapha. Get plenty of exercise, avoid heavy food, keep active, vary our routine, and avoid iced food and avoid cold drinks. Avoid fatty or oily food. Hot water intake all day. 1 year old honey is also very good to balance our Pitta. The balancing taste are pungent, bitter and astringent taste. Together these three doshas governs all the body's metabolic activities. Kapha promotes anabolism, the process of building up the body, the growth and creation of new cells as well as cell repair. Pitta regulates metabolism, which is digestion and absorption. Vata triggers catabolism, the necessary determinational process in which larger molecules are broken down into smaller ones. Vata, the principle of movement, moves both Pitta and Kapha because Pitta and Kapha are immobile. Thus, when Vata is out of balance, it influences and disturbs the other doshas also. The majority of illness have aggravated Vata at their source. The whole of life's journey is divided into three major milestones. From birth to age 16 is the Kapha age, from 16 to 50 is the age of Pitta, and from 50 to 100 the age of Vata. Next, coming to Vata diet. How we can make a diet for Vata. Warm and unctuous food, moderately heavy in texture, added ghee, salty, sour and sweet taste, soothing, satisfying food, warm milk and cream, lassis, warm vegetable soup and long cooked stews, hot cereals of rice or wheat or hot oatmeals, ginger and other sweets, spices like cinnamon, then salt nutted in small quantity, all sweet well ripened fruits, mangoes and green grapes are best for Vata, and cooked vegetables with a little oil. Steamed foods are very good rather than the fried or roasted foods. Next come to kapha diet. Warm or hot light food are good, and dry food is good, better than the heavy foods. And wet food, like we need to cook with less water for kapha. Butter, cheese, oily and sugar in a moderate amount only. Pungent, bitter and astringent taste are good to balance kapha. And lightly cooked vegetables and raw fruits are good. Cumin, fenugreek, sesame seeds and turmeric are good. Avoid cold, heavy, sweet food like cold juices, milk and pastries. We need to avoid it. Avoid deep fried foods also. Use sesame and corn oil, that's good for kapha balancing. And before eating, stimulate appetite with bitter or pungent taste, such as ginger. Avoid salty and sour tasters, that's good for balance kapha. Now let's come for pitta diet. Cool or warm but not hot food is good for pitta diet. Moderately heavy texture food. Bitter, sweet and astringent taste are good for pitta. Less butter and added ghee. More milk, grains, beans and vegetables we can have, and less salt, less spicy food. No overeating in pitta diet, okay? And the salads and legumes with bitter and astringent taste are good. Avoid pickles, fermented foods, fried foods, yogurt, sour cream and cheese. We need to avoid. And fresh lemon juice are good. For breakfast, we can have cereals, cold cereals, cinnamon toast and apple juice. We need to take cold water to drink, not very hot, not iced also. If pitta is aggravated, take 2 teaspoons of ghee in warm milk for breakfast or for dinner. It's very good for balance our pitta. And next, coming to the point, what is Prakruthy and how to assess Prakruthy. The Prakruthy assessment. Prakruthy is psychosomatic constitution of the body, is specific composition of doshas, the Vata, Pitta, Kapha. The Prakrutys are permanent throughout the life. The psychosomatic type of an individual depends on the tridosha that dominates in the reproductive elements, sperm and ovum during the conception. A good knowledge of Prakruthy is essential for the treatment and management. Understanding your body constitution is the best guideline for healthy life. To maintain the balance of doshas, knowledge of one's constitution is very important. Daily regimen and seasonal regimen, the Rutucharya and Dinacharya are advised based on the physical constitution. Each body constitution shows susceptibility of the person to particular disease of that dosha. Like example, Vata constitution people are prone to arthritis, constipation, while Pitta constitution person is prone to hyperacidity, skin issues. Person with the Kapha constitution are prone to sinusitis, chest congestion, obesity and diabetes. Let's see type of Prakruthy. The combination of Vata, Pitta and Kapha doshas, 7 type of body can easily see constitutions. Like Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Pitta, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Kapha and Vata, Pitta, Kapha. These are the 7 type of body constitutions. This variation of doshas are seen in Deha Prakruthy, expressing more physical characters of the body. Vata Prakruthy. Let's see Vata Prakruthy. What are the features that we can see in Vata Prakruthy? Vata is dry, mobile, light, cold and rough and very swift in nature. The person with Vata Prakruthy shows manifestation of these characters in morphology and physiology and physical and mental behavior also. Vata constitution person is tall, thin with small body frame, his face is long with the sunken or depressed cheeks, his skin is dry, rough and shows lack of luster. They show intolerance for cold, they are physically weak, they lack sound sleep, and they forget things very easily. Such persons are generally talkative and very active. Let's see about Pitta Prakruthy. The Pitta is hot, sharp and liquid in nature. Person with Pitta Prakruthy shows these qualities. Pitta constitution person are generally medium frame, medium height, skin is very soft, reddish and anxious, and his nails, eyes, tongues are copperly red in color. They show high appetite. They show moderate strength and stamina. They cannot tolerate heat. They are very sharp and they are very intelligent. Such persons present clarity of mind and sharp talk. Now see about the kapha Prakruthy. Kapha is cold, heavy, soft and anxious. Kapha Prakruthy persons show large body frame, generally overweight, the skin is soft and moist but pale and cold. They present very beautiful big white eyes and cheek are chubby. They have low appetite and show sluggish activity. They sleep for long hours. They are calm and tend to be less active but shows good stamina. The Ayurvedic system of diagnosis of Prakruthy offers unique insight into understanding and assessing one's health. It is comprehensive in its scope spanning both physical and mental aspect. It is not merely a diagnostic device but also a guide to action for good health. It provides detailed guidelines for adapting one's food and behavior to suit one's Prakruthy. It is essential to see that while we diagnose our Prakruthy, such a diagnosis should not become a rationalization for poor health. It should be a guide for intelligent action to tell us in which direction we should move and how we should act to improve our physical and mental well-being. Superficially, it may appear that some Prakruthis are better than others, but this is not the case. Each Prakruthy type has its positive and negative aspect. What is required is not regret that one is of a wrong Prakruthy, the type of aspire to be one different Prakruthy. On the contrary, we all need to start from wherever we are. This means that we need to first understand where we stand and accept it. Then we need to intelligently plan to attain the most healthy state by realizing our potential. The Ayurvedic understanding of Prakruthy provides a way to do both these things, to analyze and assess where we stand and to provide guidelines about where we should move and how. Thank you.